It's Julie from Forging Wellness. And today I want to talk about a common myth that people believe, and that's that their old injuries are going to prevent them from doing what they want later in life from an activity perspective, be that sport or just moving around like you want to on a daily basis like you did when you were younger. Now, this belief is really based on the fact that people believe that when you have an injury, that damage that was caused may never be able to be restored. So they think that there's a certain level of permanence to the injury, whether it's a tissue that's torn and been lost, or whatever else that injury may be. The other thing that they believe that contributes to this myth is that pain is only an outcome of physical damage. And that is really not true. A really important concept in neurology and a brain-based way of approaching your life is knowing that your brain will give you pain when it feels threatened by something. And yes, having some sort of tissue damage is something that's threatening, but your brain is also very threatened if it doesn't know how to move your joint perfectly. And guess what? It does start to forget how to move your joints when you get an injury. Why is that? Well, here's what happens when you get an injury. Let's break it down. The first thing that happens is the inflammation cycle starts. And that actually is designed not only to do the actual healing, but to immobilize that joint so that you don't do something to further damage it while it's healing. Okay? But now that you're not moving that joint, it is a part of your own brain's neuroplasticities to start to forget how to move that joint well, right? And remember, it was already threatened by the damage you did, so it kind of assumes we don't need or want to move that joint. What needs to be done is you need to retrain your brain to move that joint properly. Now, the other piece is there are regenerative methods and treatments that you can pursue to actually help your body's healing response when you do have physical damage. So a very popular one is called PRP shots. That stands for platelet-rich plasma. And what really the doctor will do there is they will take some of your blood, put it in a centrifuge, and really get a concentration of those healing factors that are already in your blood. And then they shoot that into the joint that needs a little help healing. So that physical damage doesn't have to be permanent. There are many things that can be done to help get that tissue restored the way you need it. Now, if you do seek out a doctor who does PRP shots and this regenerative type medicine, I have to tell you that if you do that and don't do the brain work, you're probably still going to have problems because you still need to retrain your brain on how to move that joint again, or else you're going to end up very likely injuring that joint again. All right, so what can you do to do brain training? Subscribe to this channel. We're going to have a lot more videos on some of the things that you can do. There'll also be programs coming up in the near future that you can register for, and we can take you step by step on how to retrain your brain. All right, take care.